Hey, it's Dr. Karen. Welcome to this week's Spiritual Medicine Digest. And boy, this week has been a doozy. I'm calling it Expanding Octaves. Recently had a conversation with my mentor, Marcus Bird, talking about our radio show segment called Dimensional Deep Dive. And I wanted him to expand on this idea of the 13 chakras and expanding into higher and higher octaves. We're finding a lot of people having, reconnected to their seemingly infinite number of chakras. So harmonics of sort of like going from if you were in high school and you had a high school band, right? You had so many instruments, and then graduating to an orchestra. So you might be even playing the same piece of William Tell Overture, as a high school band, but now there are violins and cellos and, all sorts of instruments in harmony. So as we go to that expanded octave, things can be a little challenging. But before I go on, would love for you to hit the notification bell and also subscribe to my channel if you would like some more spiritual medicine stuff and new videos. And if you hit the notification bell, then every time I do a new video, you will be notified. And always love the comments as well. We're also going to do 𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗛 Healing Activation just one moment as we kind of unpack this idea of expanding octaves. Now, we do have that radio show coming up in the near future, but let's talk a little bit about right now. So this past week has seen quite a bit of emotionality. Now, what's really interesting is I tend to be really stable emotionally. You could see, is that nature, is that nurture? Well, I think part of it's nature. In the life purpose profiles, I happen to be what's called the knowledgeable achiever out of the 5 different ones. And the knowledgeable achiever tends to be very, very very, stable in their structure. Also, I think that the nurture part of it was that when I was growing up, my mother had gone in and out of the hospital a lot. So it was a lot of tumultuous stuff going on in the home, and she had clinical depression for quite a number of years, been on medications. And so I really felt like I had to stabilize the family emotionally because she was all over the place. So I got to be pretty good at it. Now, that being said, this week, I think I've been crying every day for at least a short period of time. Not even necessarily negative things. I mean, joyful things as well. I connect in, there's a heart connection with someone, and I'm like, whoa, it's been very interesting. And I mean, for those of you that know me, have been on these private Zooms with me and stuff like that, I just cry at the drop of a hat, right? Sensitive souls. But I'm really doing that this past week. And it's okay. It's okay. I'm embodying the element of water, double water, for those of you that know what that means. So so this is part of that, but there's also a lot of stuff expanding in the world because it's not just me. So if you are noticing some testiness and some fluctuating of emotions, take it from me, one who is generally very stable emotionally, that is going on. It could be due to our clairs, like our clairsentience expanding. We are all one, remember? So we can actually feel what's going on with other people. And also, there's a lot of things brought up to the surface for healing. So all these nitty bitty, maybe a little bit leftover patterns of our past and this or other timelines that are ready to heal, they're just like, coming right to the surface and bubbling over. Now, it can be very tempting to potentially tell somebody else, somebody else off. Oops. However, if we can understand that this is just part of this process and not run away from it, not try to quit, run away, say it's bad, judge it, and just go, woo, that's a lot of energy. Woo, that's a lot of emotions, right? And just go, okay, this is part of the expansion, part of the ascension process. Do not have to take it personally. And if someone says seemingly nasty things to me, I don't have to take it personally either. Just they're going through their healing journey, right? Even if it's projected, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to tell them that it's projected, blah, 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 right? So am I perfect at it? Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? But I'm aware of it, right? And so we can get more and more aware of this journey and really kind of play in it, really kind of laugh through it sometimes, maybe cry through it, and that's completely okay. So let's do some TOLPAKAN Healing Activation. See if we can kind of ground and restabilize ourselves in this tumultuous emotional whatever's going on, and maybe clearing some of the emotional body as well. And by the way, if you're hearing squeakiness in the background, I forgot to take away the squeaky toy from my dear, dear, beautiful doggy. Just gave it to him yesterday. Of course, he unsheathed it in about, took him longer this time, 10 minutes instead of 5. Yes, so now it is naked, and it is squeaking, and he loves it. So it's kind of fun. Anyway, so you might hear squeaking. Okay, let's get ready. It's safe for you to do so. Close your eyes, rub your hands, feel the energy in the body, relax. Take a breath in and just focus on the inside of your body. Feel any movement, shifting, pulsing, vibrating energy, feelings in the body. Just follow that flow wherever it goes. Just pay attention to the body. Come here, be here now, be fully present. I'll speak the TOLPAKAN Healing Activations. If you decide you want to receive the activation, just make that intention. Here we go. And now command that all this tumultuous energy, whatever is ready to be released with ease, speed, and grace in the highest and best way. Restabilize all of our bodies, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic, dimensional. Have our resonant energy field stabilized and grounded, and especially resonating with that ideal reality where we are happy, joyful, connected. Now command whatever needs to heal to prevent us, that is preventing us from being able to see that we are fully connected, that there is no need to take anything personally, that everybody has their stuff, including ourselves. Whatever that is available for healing related to that, so we can go forward and realize it's not a big deal. That we can go 1 minute, we can be resentful and angry at somebody, potentially, and then the next minute we can just go, oh yeah, compassion, right? And that ease of just shifting very, very quickly and healing the emotional body quickly. Let's just command that all that's ready to heal in that space be healed with ease, speed, and grace in the highest and best way. Take a breath in and out. I'd love to hear comments below what that activation was like for you. I almost feel a little hot here. It's like all that stuff is burning away that I no longer need. Some announcements for this week for Light Warrior Radio. We have my friend Dr. 𝗪𝗓𝗡𝗏. This is the second time we've had him on the show. He has a book coming out in the very near future, and so we will actually let you know in the light medicine community when it comes out. It's related to the germ theory. Now, he already did one on germ theory, but this is different. The first one on germ theory was, gosh, what was it, 20, 30 years ago, something like that? Goodbye Germ Theory. Today, this time, it's kind of the sequel, but it's way beyond the germ theory. It's talking about other oppressive myths as well, right? So we have this really spirited talk about germs, what they are they dangerous, do we need antibiotics, all that good stuff. So if you are into natural medicine, you're wondering about that. We throw antibiotics and we try to kill stuff all the time, and maybe you're like, I don't know, that's real these days. Like, what's really going on? You're going to love the show. So I'll put the link below that you can check it out Monday at 12 noon Eastern. Also, two very, very fun announcements. Number one is my friend Tammy Master-Berthe is doing her annual, that means once a year, guys, annual pendulum training. So good, right? So if you wanted to know how to be really good at the pendulum, this is your chance. This is your chance. So she only does this live once a year, guys. So seriously, if you're not already an expert in pendulum, you definitely want to take this class. It's inexpensive. It's amazing. She's amazing. The training is amazing. So check out the link below this video. And if you're watching this video like months later and it's over, so sorry. Get on our mailing list. We'll let you know when the next one is. The other announcement is my good friend 𝗥𝗓𝗓 S. is launching the second book of The Inside Effects. Remember the movie, The Inside Effects, that I was featured in? So we have some pretty amazing dignitaries in book 2, I have to say. That launch party is happening on, I think it's July 25th. And so we'll put the details below. You can go to the launch party for free, maybe see some stars in the show. Would love for it to be a #1 bestseller, so would love your help with that. It's going to be at a reduced rate, 99 cents, I think, for the Kindle on that day. So you want to not buy it until the day of the launch. Join the launch party, prizes, lots of fun. It's going to be great. So that's the announcements for this week. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's Spirits, Medicine, Digest. Let me know in the comments how that activation was for you and whether or not you've been feeling a little testy as well lately, or crying or whatever. All good. Love you. Okay, see you next time. Bye for now.